Hello! Hello, everybody. Welcome to Let's Have a Palette Party Day 2. Day 2. All right, so how do you use blue eyeshadow in 2020? How do you use blue eyeshadow in 2020? I'm going to show you one way. And I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks on how to kind of neutralize the rest of your makeup so that you can wear a bolder, more colorful eye, okay? So grab your palette. Grab your palettes. If you have a palette with colors similar to these, grab it, and I'm going to show you how to use these. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna do it. So before we get started on that, I've done my face, I've done my contour, I've done my foundation, I've done my brows, and I have all my mascara. So I'm going to use just a neutral gloss on my lips, okay? So if you're going to go more bold with your eyes, you kind of want to keep everything else kind of neutral and toned down, right? So I'm just going to use a neutral gloss. You can use any like kind of neutral lip that you like. But sometimes if we use, the reason is because sometimes if you use like bold eye and then a bold lip, then you're going to have too much going on and you're going to look overdone, and that's not what we want, right? We want something that looks very wearable, very current, and so I'm going to just use a neutral lip gloss. So that is one tip to how to wear kind of a bold, more colorful eye look. Another tip that I'm going to give you is to kind of keep it more skin toned, not as bright on your blush. So this color, can you see this color? It's kind of a peachy color blush, and I'm going to use that. I love this blush when I'm doing more of a colorful eye because it really goes with my contour really nicely. I love bronzer, and this just kind of goes with the bronzer and just kind of accentuates that, but still gives you that kind of pop of color, you know? So that's another little tip. So if you're going to do a colorful eye, you want to kind of go with a more natural blush. You still want to use a blush because it gives a little bit of color to your face, brings a little bit of light back into your face. And so you really want to do that still yet. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to set with my setting powder. Everything that I've got going on. I've got a little bit of shine going. I'll take care of that real quick. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So here we go. Palette Party Day 2. I'm using this palette. This is the Moodstruck palette number 4. These are retiring, guys. So once they're sold out, they're gone. If you want to know what the sale price is on these, just comment palette below and I will message you. If you're watching live, please say hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, please say hashtag tardy. If you network this out for me, make sure that you come back and tell me that you did. Come back and tell me that you shared so that I'll enter you into the drawing for the Starbucks gift card that I'm doing later this evening. All right, so the first step that we're going to do is I'm going to take this lighter color right here, which is called Tender. And I've already put some of this on my lids because I needed to do a couple of photographs. So I went ahead and did just a little bit, but I'm going to just do Tender all over my eyes. And you could just, I mean, that right there brightens your eyes up so much, right? And it accentuates your lashes. It makes them look longer because you just have a light base there. But I'm going to go in, I'm going to show you how to use these blue colors, okay? Because, I mean, we've got neutrals here we can use too, and these are beautiful neutrals. I used this one in my brows today, this one right here, Arrogant, but we're going to use these blues today because a lot of people get this palette and they're like, okay, I don't know what to do up here because I don't want to do 1980 or whatever, but these colors are very, very wearable. They're not 1980s at all. So what we're going to do is we are going to take, this is a fluffy crease brush. I just now used it to do the Tender. I'm going to use it to do the next color as well. I'm going to go right here and I'm going to use this kind of, what would you call that color? It's kind of a sea. It's kind of a seafoam blue. I'm going to pick up a little bit of that. Just tap the brush off to get any excess off. And then I'm going to go right in the crease with that color. And we're just going to use just a little bit at a time and build this up to where we want it. Just I'm going right in my crease and right above my crease a little bit. Because the way my eyes are shaped, I have to go just a little bit above my crease for you to be able to see that I put color in there. So that's why I do that. That's why I go above my crease just a little bit. If you have nice, big, wide open eyes like my Alyssa has, you don't necessarily have to come up above your crease, right? Because if you just go in your crease, you see the color. But with my eye shape, this is what I have to do. Going just a little bit at a time. Okay. Do the same thing over here. And now you can use this these application techniques that I'm showing you. You can use these with any colors, any palettes you have. These are just techniques that I'm giving you, and you can use them with any of them that you have. I hate it when people I know a lot of times that you get palettes, whether it's you've ordered them, you've purchased them, you've walked into a store and bought them, you've got them in a subscription box, whatever, and you get them and you're like, oh, this is awesome. I don't know what to do with it. And so you stick it in a drawer and you use maybe one color out of it, right? So you pick like your one color and that's the color you use out of it. And then the rest of the palette just sits there. And so I thought that we would just do this since we are kind of, we're kind of all, you know, like not necessarily at home yet, or we're not, I mean, we're just social distancing. That's the word, social distancing. So we're not going out and doing the fun stuff. So I thought we'd do some fun stuff at home. Why not learn something, right? I'm all about learning, and I thought that I would just come on and show you guys some stuff. So let's have a palette party while these are on sale. Learn how to use our palettes, right? So right there, I mean, that's really pretty. That's really pretty, right? Hey girl, how are you? We've used that blue. That was this kind of seafoam. It's not a seafoam blue. That's not a word. Like a ocean blue, a sea blue, a sky blue, a country blue. There's the word I'm looking for. It's like a country blue, you know, but it's very, very wearable. All right, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab the dark blue. Okay, so this is like a navy blue, and we're going to go right over top of this, and we're going to just go right here in the corners, right here in the corner. So what I do is I kind of go up and then I kind of pull over just a little bit. All right, a little bit at a time. This is a crease brush I'm using, so this is a firmer brush. It's a tighter brush. It's firmer, so I have more control over exactly where the color goes. And I'm just making almost a little V there, and then just kind of filling in the middle of that V. Pull it over just a little bit towards the middle there, but not too far. I don't want to pull the dark color. I don't want to pull that dark color too far in. So there's the bottom. And then I kind of pull up like this. Okay. And then I'm going to kind of fill it in. So it's like almost like a triangle, but then I fill it in. Does that make sense? All right. Now I'm going to grab a blending brush and I'm just going to blend all of this. Just going to blend everything. When you're blending, you can use circle motions. You can use like a windshield wiper. Whatever you want. I'm going to blend the corners there. I'm going to kind of blend those out a little bit. Try to keep everything high, because if you pull down, it's going to pull your eye down, and you don't want to, the look of your eye, not physically pull your eye down. It's going to pull down the look of your eye, and that's not what you're going for. We want everything to be really lifted and light and open. So I'm just going to blend everything together. Blend, blend, blend. Blend our eyeshadow. I'm going to grab that crease brush again, and I'm going to go underneath my eye with that medium color, the country looking blue. I don't know what the right word for that is. I'm sorry, guys. Go under our eyes and just kind of smoke this out a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the lightest blue here, okay? So this color is called Honest. I'm going to grab the lightest blue. I'm going to use my finger. See, it's like a baby blue. It's so blurry. Okay, it's a baby blue. I'm going to tap it right here in the middle. Tap that in. And it's just going to create like a lightness, a brightness there, and keep the overall eye look from being too dark. Open that in. Okay, grab my blending brush one more time. And blend. Do our setting spray. So there you go. There is you a very wearable, up-to-date look using the blue eyeshadows in the palette 4. Like I said, so if you have blue eyeshadows like this, you can totally recreate this look. You can recreate this technique with any eyeshadows that you have. You could have done it, we could have used this for the medium, like the crease. We could have used this one for the crease, this for the accent on the outside, and then we could have used this one on the lid right here for the lightness, or we could have used this one again for the lightness right there in the lid. So many different looks. Very, very versatile palette 4. And like I said, I used the browns for my brows today. Keep your cheeks kind of neutral, keep your lips kind of neutral, and you're good to go. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a really, really great rest of the day. I love y'all. Bye.